I'm from Team Veda. So our project is our application is to help taxi drivers be able to find taxi customers from taxi stands. So based on the studies, a paper by SMU professors last year, it shows that 44% of taxi occupancy rate, taxi occupancy rate is only 44%. So, which means that 56% of the time, taxi drivers are actually looking for passengers to go. Okay, so our application actually takes in taxi stands location and taxis individual location, GPS locations, to generate out which taxi stands are favorable for the taxis, so that they can find the passengers from the taxis. Evan will elaborate on the technical.
Okay, hi. So basically our solution we did was to come up with our own algorithm to best guess where should a taxi driver go based on the taxi stands. We recommend the top 5 taxi stands, which includes the number of taxis waiting at the taxi stand. And taxi drivers can also play around with our application to see whether the taxi stand that they go after they decide to go, and whether if they could have more taxi stands available to them. So that's what we call a scenario-based simulation. So actually our solution will be we're actually doing data in real time. So basically, once we do data in real time, values will keep coming in, and every 5 minutes we'll actually process the data and update our index. So our index actually is the one which tells the taxi driver where all the passengers are. Because we do it most importantly based on 2 assumptions. The first assumption is that if a taxi goes to a taxi stand and moves away from the taxi stand, but it's still empty, so this means that the taxi stand is full. Most probably there's nobody at the taxi stand. But if an empty taxi comes into a taxi stand, and when it leaves the taxi stand is filled, this we know that, hey, there's some passenger at this taxi stand, so there's some merit to this taxi stand because people do go to the taxi stand. So actually based on these assumptions, we have created our application for taxi drivers. Thank you.